Molly and David, it's so exciting for me to be here with you today. I'm really excited about the prospect of working with Molly's Fund Fighting Lupus. I think the Alliance for Lupus Research and Molly's Fund Fighting Lupus are two great organizations, and by combining our efforts, by working together, we can accomplish some absolutely tremendous things for people who are afflicted with lupus.
Again, welcome, Ken. We sure appreciate you coming and spending time with us today. Say, could you tell us a little bit about the Alliance for Lupus Research? A lot of people may not know what your organization does.
Well, the Alliance for Lupus Research is the nation's largest voluntary funder of lupus research. To date, we've given close to $90 million to research looking to find the cause, the cure, the treatment and prevention of lupus and its secondary complications. Lupus is a difficult disease. It's a disease that really affects people in a very serious way. Anyone who knows someone who has lupus knows how problematic the disease can be. Molly's Fund Fighting Lupus and the Alliance for Lupus Research share an ambition. That ambition is a world without lupus. Working together, I'm quite convinced we can make real strides in that direction.
Wow, what an amazing organization you have, Ken. I heard that you recently had some big news out there. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, there are a lot of things that we're really excited about at ALR. First of all, we just had some terrific news. We just gave close to $7 million to lupus research grants aimed at finding better treatments and a cure. These grants are funded at some of the finest hospitals, medical schools, and universities throughout the world. We're funding some extraordinary scientists. These are folks who are devoting their careers to trying to make progress in lupus. By providing them with the resources they need to conduct lupus research, we're convinced we can accomplish some great things.
Yeah, as you had said, what an amazing organization.
Absolutely.
You know, can you share with us how Molly's Fund's followers can help and support the Alliance for Lupus Research?
There are just so many ways that Molly's Fund Fighting Lupus and the Alliance for Lupus Research can work together. That's why, frankly, I am just so delighted about our partnership. One thing ALR does is we're trying to create a mass movement of people all sharing our ambition and the ambition of Molly's Fund, the better treatments and ultimately a cure for lupus. One mechanism that we use to pursue this is we have walkathons that we hold all over the United States. We have scores of walks in scores of cities. All of our walkers come out and they raise funds and they raise awareness for lupus research. We're just really excited about the prospect of working with Molly's Fund to make these programs even more successful than they already are. Second area in which I think we can really work together is the area of social networking. I mean, social networking has exploded on the nonprofit scene in the last 3 or 4 years. It's a way for people to connect and to show their collective enthusiasm for ventures that they jointly think are important. Clearly, lupus research is an extraordinarily important venture. Clearly, there are thousands and thousands of potential allies out there who we might be able to entice to work with us. The trick is reaching those allies and telling our story. Facebook, Twitter, our website, they all provide a mechanism for us to create this mass movement that both of our organizations really aspire to.
Thanks, Ken, for sharing all the different ways that we can help here at Molly's Fund and help towards a cure. That definitely will bring lupus out of the shadows, Molly, as we talked about earlier. So again, thank you so much, Ken.
I agree, and I look forward to seeing you both real soon.
Bye, Ken, and thank you. I'm so excited about our next announcement. Let's go to Handyman Bob at OMSI Live.
Oh, David and Molly, I'm excited to share with everyone our plan to develop an interactive display that's going to explain exactly what lupus is. And we couldn't have found a better organization to partner with than the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry, better known as OMSI throughout the entire world. Now, OMSI has more than 100 interactive experiences and educational opportunities that are seen by over 1 million people every year. And I am in handyman heaven today because I'm in a 28,000 square foot workshop, and this is where the interactive experiences are built and they're refurbished. And joining me today is Rick Gales to describe that entire process. Rick, take us through it.
Well, the first step in the process is gathering information. So unless we have all the information, we can't get moving on into our concept development phase. But once we have that information, the concept is defined by our designer, and from that concept we understand what the exhibit needs to be, how it's going to function, and then we can move into prototyping phases where we understand whether or not the mechanics of the interactive are going to work and whether the educational messaging is resonating with the audience. And if we need to make some adjustments to the prototype, we can go into different levels and refine the design.
Well, Rick, who tests these to make sure that the prototype is working?
The testing is often done by our staff, or we can pull people from the museum. Since we are an operating museum, we have the ability to pull people from all the different age groups that might be reflective in our design brief for the particular project.
And once you've determined that the prototype is working to meet your needs, then where do you go?
Well, then we take these same concept drawings, we go into details, and we can then produce the package and come up with a finished piece.
Fantastic. Well, there you have it. And a year from now, we're going to see our own interactive experience explaining just exactly what lupus is. So maybe we can do our Lupus Awareness Kickoff from the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry 1 year from today. And another exciting part of this is that we're going to have OMSI develop a curriculum for us so that we can put this program into the middle schools. And joining me is Erica to describe how that curriculum is going to get developed. Erica?
Hi there, Bob. Nice to see you. Welcome. Accompanying the exhibit, we'll be developing a comprehensive educational programs package with our programs R&D team. And that will include visitor activities, demonstrations, and a teacher's guide that actually can be utilized by teachers but also by medical professionals, because the exhibit will be traveling to other locations, not only museums but possibly medical centers too, so that medical professionals can increase the awareness of lupus as well as teachers can increase the awareness of lupus with their students.
That's exciting. Now, are they going to be able to do this in the classroom, then bring them to OMSI if it's going to be interactive that way?
Definitely, definitely. This is an outreach piece. So actually the teacher's guide can be utilized here at OMSI with the exhibit, but then there will be demonstrations that the teachers can take to the classroom as well. So it can be utilized throughout the community.
I'm excited to see it. I can hardly wait. Thanks so much, Erica.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob.
And David and Molly, I'm going to throw it right back over to you in the studio.
That's such fantastic news, Bob. I really want to thank everybody who was here to help out today and really helped us bring lupus out of the shadows and into the light. Join us. You are not alone.